Today we're understanding sleeplessness. We're understanding how it can significantly impact mom as well as the rest of the family. And we're also finding ways of how to get a good night's rest. Let's introduce our guests for today. All right, so Lizl, I think you need to go first because she works with heart and mind and hopefully spirit. Tell me what you do.
Heart and mind and spirit, they're all one package. I am a mental health counsellor, an all-right advocate for mental health because that is the spring of joy. That's me.
Dr. Marelize?
So I'm a homeopath and a phytotherapist. And we work on mentals, emotionals, and physical symptoms. So, yeah, I'm a mom, and I'm a lecturer, and I'm a wife, and that's me.
Aisha O'Reilly. It's good to see you.
You too.
Mother of many. Doctor is a mother of animals and children, so am I, okay? So, full house. Describe yourself, introduce yourself.
Okay, so as you beautifully said, my name is Aisha O'Reilly. I am a digital content creator, creative entrepreneur, and I help moms feel less alone. So my mission is to hold mothers through the journey of motherhood. So that's what I focus on in terms of my content. I'm very passionate about telling the story of motherhood. So I am a mom of 3 and a wife and a sister and a friend.
Sleeplessness. What does it do to our body?
Sleeplessness, all right. Sleeplessness basically changes the way in which we function. It takes us from being high-functioning individuals to pretty much struggling to get even through basic activities during the day. We could become forgetful. We could have irritability, emotional outbursts, tearfulness. It generally just makes us not get through our days with joy and vigor and energy. And that's pretty much what it does.
Can you ever get the hours back?
You cannot get the hours back. You can even feel it. If you have a few late nights, you can have a nap the next day or whatever, and it kind of helps a little bit, but that sleep is gone. We have to try and get quality sleep every single day.
What could the effects of not sleeping do to us mentally?
Irritability. It really plays havoc with all your feelings. When you're sleep deprived, you don't have the mental ability or the mental strength to resist those feelings or to recognize those feelings. My kids always say to me that, have you slept, have you not slept? If I've not slept, they stay very, very far away. They keep very quiet. I literally just have to go to them and say, okay, I haven't slept well. And it's because they know then I'm not really as able to use my coping mechanisms, rationalize to myself, those types of things. It's like your emotions get more let loose, and they're normally not the good emotions. They're the bad emotions.
Talking about sleeplessness, I mean, mom to mom, okay? What do you do and what is your routine going to bed?
Okay, I'm going to be very honest. It used to be very good, but my husband and I, okay, I'm going to be accountable. My husband and I, we have fallen into some bad habits. So yeah, the phone thing, even my therapist has said, you need to have a clock in time and a clock off time or whatever it is called. Just because you work for yourself and you are constantly on your phone doesn't mean that you should constantly be on your phone. So one of the tricks that we used to do was we used to put our phones downstairs. So obviously our bedrooms are upstairs. If the phone is, right on our bedside table, it's within arm's reach, it's really, really tempting to pick up the phone. Even if you don't mean to, it becomes kind of like habit, and you forget to put on silent and all of that. So putting our phones downstairs, having a meal together before we go upstairs and catching up on our days, because otherwise it just, Monday becomes Saturday, becomes Sunday, and we have no idea what the other person is doing. Other than, can you bath can you bath him today? Oh, can you pick up the groceries? Can you? So it's just that sort of like touching base kind of moment. And then yeah, I like going into my bathroom and, you know, removing my makeup and taking my bra off and, you know, brushing teeth and just having a nice, gentle sort of end to the day. What's happening now, unfortunately, is I am on my phone a lot because I feel like I'm running out of time during the day, and I'm on my phone working. I'm not on my phone sort of socializing or anything. I'm working. So yeah, as I mentioned, I'm a digital content creator. So I'm on social media a lot. And I know that after a while, even though it is my profession, you need a break from social media. And so I'm usually very strict about that, but I have been very lax.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I can interject there, the process that you described now, you can also take it further. You can call it tricking the brain or resetting the brain. So what you basically do is you follow a specific set routine. Say baby is now asleep.
Yeah.
You can actually go to bed. So the routine you follow is exactly the same every night. Take off gown, take off slippers, take off bra, walk to bed, swing up first the left leg, then the right leg.
Okay.
Sit back against the pillows. So if you keep that specific routine going every night, it's like a clock almost. It's a reset. It works for some, it doesn't work for others. But you trick your brain basically into shutting down and saying, hello, time for sleep.
Okay. That's amazing. So the same kind of routine that you follow for baby, I guess,
Yeah.
would be really useful.
Yes.
The same way that we bath time is.
Yes.
So we have a rule, when you bath, you stay at the top, you know. No one goes downstairs. Stay at the top. Then it's story time. Then it's prayers time, and then it's bedtime. You know, and that's just how it is. Thank goodness, I don't like my phone that much. And even though we have TV, no one ever switches it on. So it is easier for us to go to bed.
Right.
But here's the thing, though, doctor, okay? None of us stay asleep. So I have now adapted beautiful habits. I know where I'm going. I've goal set sleeping. I have done what my mental health coaches told me. I have put my body and reset. I've reminded my body, you can put your left leg up, put your left foot in, shake it all together, lean against the pillow, and you will fall asleep. Surely it's not the only thing that can keep us going. Give me a remedy.
Give you a remedy. Sure, there are lots of remedies. There are so many homeopathic remedies that can just calm you down, particularly if you think, for example, as an almost branch of homeopathy, there's things called Bach flower remedies, and they actually address those emotional issues. So the fear of failure and the anticipatory worries and all of those things can very much be addressed by those types of remedies. But Elana, before you can even get to a remedy, it's very important to take a few steps back, because what if the reason you're waking up is because you're having 3 glasses of wine before you go to bed, and it puts you to sleep, but it wakes you up at 3 o'clock every night? Or you tell yourself, caffeine does nothing to me, I can drink as much, but you can't. It wakes you up. So there are so many things that before you even get to remedies, you have to backtrack and go, what am I doing? Is it a medication that I'm taking? Is it my worries? Is it, just take a step back and first also see what is causing my sleeplessness.
I like the cause and the root of. And so what if it is worry? What if it is sleeplessness? Aisha, what are some of the common worries that you have as a mom?
Well, it changes according to the age or ages of my kids. So because I have a 7-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old, I have almost different groups of worries for each child. So that is, I worry about my business for sure, like work. But my definite top worries when it comes to my children and being a mother is, are they happy? Are they healthy? My middle child for a while last year was sick every 4 or 5 weeks. I'm always wondering, is he going to wake up with a fever? Is he okay? So are they happy? Are they healthy? And am I doing a good job?
Of course you are.
That's
Am
the
I?
one.
Did I do okay today?
Yes, you did.
You know, did I do my best? Because that's what I always try and tell myself whenever I'm really hard on myself. Look, Aisha, did you do your best? Because if you've done your best, you can't do more than that. That's your ultimate. But did you do your best? And if I feel like, you know what, I didn't do my best today, I really try and amp myself up as much as I can while trying to sleep. Okay, press the reset button. Tomorrow's a new day. Learn from today. So that's what I worry about. Yeah.
Worrying is something that we all have, Lizl. It's not just restricted to parenting, and you just said it, your business as well. I mean,
Yeah.
I will worry about projects, you know, am I paying my staff or the people that support my business the right amount of money? You know, I don't want them to leave. I'm addicted to my team, you know, I don't want them to leave. They are my other family. And so there's many things that worries us from, I just got to tell you, Tracy Berry, our dog, pulled the runner off the table and everything that was on the table landed on her. So exactly, that was amongst all the other things that I'm worrying about this week. I'm also worried whether she has stepped into glass or not because she's limping. So it just doesn't end. Worry is a big part of our lives, and so it's affecting our sleep.
It does. Worry is always something that will be there. It's in various degrees, if you can call it that. It is one of the, in my opinion, one of the main reasons of sleeplessness or interrupted sleep or something like that. We forget to self-affirm. We forget to recognize the emotion. Yes, I am worried. This is why I'm worried. Can I address this? Yes. No. If I can address it, I know I'm going to follow a path. If I can't address it, I'm going to ask for help. So that gives you a little bit of calm, just to just push it aside a little bit. It will return, probably, but it gives you that self-information and self-reassurance so that at that time you have a better chance of having a sleep.
I'm loving this routine because immediately I can identify what is making me worried, sleepless, restless. You know, so what if I have sat down, I've identified the emotions. Okay, I'm worried about, I remember as a young mom, I'm still very young. I remember when Annabelle was born, my biggest worry was the swimming pool. Now the baby could hardly walk, okay, but the swimming pool, and we had a gate, a fence, a net, but the worry just wouldn't leave me until I had to address it. And so what if we have sat down now, we've become mindful, you address that this is the worry. Just give me those two options again. So I can either address the worry and follow the path, or
you can ask for help. So in other words, sleepless, mental, ask for help. And that's something that's not, Elana, you know what? I'm so worried. I can't get this swimming pool thing out of my mind. I'm exactly the same. What are you doing to feel better about it? Okay, but I've got the fence, I've got the net. So do I. Okay, so we're feeling in the same boat. It's not like I'm the only bad parent in the room, type of thing. So it's that recognition and ask for help, share, talk. That's always your best option.
Do we ever get addicted to lack of sleep? You manage to become mindful. I have done everything possible. I have followed the steps like Aisha and her husband, they're dreaming of. And now we've gotten into a routine, but I miss those nights where we could just sit up and be on our phones and, break the rules. It's like having a party night on a Friday and then on Saturday you realize it's not a good idea.
Yes.
Because it served no one. Do we ever get addicted to the rebel in us breaking the rules? I want to go back to just one night of going to bed late.
Probably, but as a young woman still, I think, unfortunately, the toll becomes, you get to a point where the late night, the effects seem to last longer and longer and have a greater impact on us and impact on our children because of it and so on. So I think we eventually grow up and realize that sleep is incredibly important, and without it we don't function. So, but yes, I think there is a little bit of always wanting to, push the boundary a little bit, and see, I went out Thursday night, I was okay, maybe I can go out again tonight and whatever, or, stay up and watch and binge watch my new latest series until you wake up on Sunday morning and you can't even open your eyes, and then you realize binge watching is not for you anymore. So, yeah.
There's a thing with that, where you can get addicted to the need, or you need to be needed. So in other words, it's like you're sitting there waiting for baby to go. Baby has to wake up at some time, so you're sitting there. You need to be needed. And I think that's more what you get addicted to as a mother with kiddies and those types of things. Because now I'm super mom. I can not sleep, and I can do this type of thing. So it is something that you need to consider.
I understand what you're saying. It's like functioning on a burnout, which isn't healthy, but it could be really exhilarating. I have my best ideas when I'm sleepless, But is it a nice feeling? No, because I don't want to be tired. Do you miss baby now that she's sleeping through?
As in, do I miss her through the night? No. I don't. I miss her during the day. I don't miss her at night. I miss her during the day when I'm working.
Okay.
Yeah. But at night, I'm exhausted. By the time I put the kids down to sleep, we do a similar routine like what you were explaining earlier. It's dinner, bath, reading, bed. So when I put her down to sleep, or when my husband puts her to sleep and I have to say goodnight, I'm like, I don't think I've had enough time with you today. So that's when I miss her. But once she's sleeping, I'm with my husband. We still enjoy each other's company. We're best friends. We chat, and a lot of the times that's what I probably miss the most about the routine that we were following before, is that now we're on our phones, we're not connecting as much as we used to. So that definitely affects me and how I sort of, carry on with my day the next day. Yeah.
So there's many things that keeps us awake. One of the things that keeps me awake is I wake up at 2:00 in the morning. I'll do a little walk in the house. I'll go and check on the girls just to make sure that they're okay. Why? God knows. They're fine. But every night I go and check. I say a little prayer for them, give them a kiss, sometimes even take a picture for Oma and Opa, okay?
While they're sleeping?
While they're sleeping. I have many pictures of my children while they're sleeping for Oma and Opa.
Completely normal.
Then I go back to bed, and then I can't fall asleep. Help. She said I must ask for help. And you are the Sangoma, so help.
Okay, so,
I just want to add, we've done all of this now, okay? We've followed the right habits.
Yes.
Our kids are clean.
Yes.
We have kissed our husbands and our partners, and we have followed all the mental health advice that we could. Thank you, Lizl. Now we need to... Okay.
Got you. So, magnesium, very good. As a supplement, all right? Magnesium calms the whole nervous system down, and it just gives you a deeper, more restful sleep, particularly if you take it just before you go to bed.
Sorry, can I ask, because I'm very, very interested in this. When you say magnesium, as in you take it orally, or I think it's magnesium salts, bath salts, orally?
Don't take that one.
No.
You can bath in that.
Yes, you bath in them. But you have the bath ones, but is the one that you're talking about a supplement that you take orally?
Okay.
Take a magnesium supplement and do it just before you go to bed. Make it part of your routine. As you brush your teeth, take your magnesium, get into bed. It helps to get more deeper, restful sleep. Then, of course, always there's lots of homeopathic remedies and things like that you can take that will help you through. And then, Elana, once we're talking about routines and things, you won't allow your children to get up at 2:00 in the morning and go for a little walk and take photos, etc. You're basically taking yourself out of sleep, disrupting the whole cycle, kind of half telling your body, look, I'm on my phone, it's time to wake up. How is your body supposed to then just fall back to sleep when you get back into bed? Stay in your bed. Your kids are still okay. They're going to be there in the morning.
Okay, so it's natural to get up, to be concerned, to be loving. It's that feeling that you have of being needed. But you also need to realize then, after you've done your checks, after you've reassured yourself, that you also need to think of yourself, and you need to put yourself first. Keep that uppermost in your mind. Then I would, once again, the trick the brain thing just works like a charm for me. So if you do have the 2 o'clock, this is my 2 o'clock routine type of thing. You know, that type of thing. So, but once you've got that self or that reassurance, realize that you've got peace, because that just relaxes everything. Same little itty bitty teeny wee routine, and once again you're telling your body, let's go, baby.
So I have a question. So obviously, Elana, you were saying that you had an issue with, you're just active. I wake up in the middle of the night because I need the bathroom. And it's gotten worse the more kids that I had. So what do I do in that situation? So I'm also asking for help. What do I do in that situation? I don't want to be awake. I'm not walking around or anything. I literally have to just get out of bed, go to the bathroom. I come back into bed, but I really struggle to fall asleep again.
I'm not an expert on that. My advice would be to keep your mind as clear as possible. Focus on what you're doing. Don't start thinking, okay, I need to do this tomorrow. Or
Right.
Keep your mind as blank as possible. Focus on the actual doing, and just get back to bed. Don't start thinking that type of thing.
I do.
Normally, that's your problem. Yeah. If you can try and keep your mind as blank as possible, because then your body still, if you can call it that, in a pattern of sleep, or in a way still asleep. So the moment you start thinking, tomorrow I must, or those types of things, you're going to wake yourself completely. So it's basically staying asleep, keeping yourself as calm as possible, your brain as calm as possible, those types of things. Yeah.
I find that even if you walk with your eyes kind of half closed to the bathroom, and definitely don't turn on a light.
Yeah.
You have to do it in the dark.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes a little bit closed. And then when you get back into bed, I find something that works is you lie flat on your back. You tense your entire body as tight as you can, and you focus on that. And then slowly you let go. You relax your toes, your feet, your ankles, and whatever, until you kind of just melt into the bed. And I find it kind of stops that like repetitive thought process and everything, and you just kind of melt into the bed, take a few deep breaths, and hopefully you can go
Great
straight back to sleep.
technique. You can do that as well if you're struggling to get to sleep, where you tense the body. It's a very well tried technique, and it works. And then you start relaxing from your toes, and by the time you get to the brain, which you then also relax, you've got that feeling of half, ooh, yes, baby. You know,
I'm going to try
that type of thing. It works.
And it's easy to do it with kids as well.
Yeah.
Like just do as tight as you can. It works brilliantly.
Yeah.
Okay.
But especially, I'm going for the eyes half closed.
Well, if you've been struggling with sleeplessness, hopefully today you got some insights, tips, and you're welcome to comment and share this conversation. Thank you so much for joining us.